Hi there, welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. My name is Lynn and I'm going to be doing a general reading for everyone. This is a collective reading. I just asked Spirit to let me know what the energies people are dealing with right now and what advice or guidance there is for us. And these are the cards that came out. So I'll go through them all individually, plus the oracle card. The death card came out twice. You don't have to be worried about that, okay? The death card actually came out twice in this reading for the collective. This reading is saying that we are going through a massive collective rebirth, okay? Endings, that's what usually the death card means, is endings, okay? So let me just go through each card. And again, it's a general reading for everyone, so just take how it resonates and leave the rest. So the first card that came out up here is the Six of Pentacles, and it came out reversed. So this is a card that talks about an imbalance there's an imbalance in giving and receiving. There's exploitation and there's a lack of fairness. So this card reversed is saying that there may be power imbalances in relationships, in finances, or support systems, okay? So you may be experiencing power imbalances in your relationships, in your finances, or in your support systems. Some are giving too much without reciprocation, or others are taking without gratitude or contribution. So the collective is being asked to examine where energy, time, or money is being drained or misused. You're being asked, Spirit is asking you to examine where your energy, your time, or your money is being drained or misused. And the next card is the Eight of Wands. This card actually jumped out when I was shuffling. This card is about swift movement, communication, momentum. So this card is saying that despite stagnancy in some areas, there is incoming change or fast-moving energy on the horizon. So I would definitely make a little note about this, okay? Spirit is saying you may be experiencing some stagnancy, some stagnation, some stuck energy in some areas of your life, but be ready because there's incoming change or there's fast-moving energy on the horizon. Communication is increasing. Spirit is propelling the collective toward change and fast, okay? Spirit is propelling us toward change and fast. This could be downloads, intuitive insight, or external circumstances pushing transformation quickly. Okay, so you may be experiencing downloads or receiving intuitive insight, or it could be from external circumstances that are pushing transformation quickly. And then the next card that came out is the Six of Swords reversed. This card is saying there's resistance to change, emotional baggage. Some people are finding it difficult to move on, difficulty moving on. So even though the energy wants to move forward, many of Many of us, many of the people in the collective are feeling emotionally stuck in the past, or they're holding on to unresolved pain. Okay, there's difficulty in mentally and emotionally releasing what's already ended. That's the stuck energy. Okay? Even though the energy wants to move forward, many in the collective are emotionally stuck in the past, or they're holding on to unresolved pain. There's difficulty in mentally and emotionally releasing what's already ended. And then the King of Wands reversed. This card reversed is about ego, manipulation, controlling behavior, and misused authority. So this card, Spirit is telling us that leaders or dominant individuals may be acting from ego rather than integrity. There may be a misuse of power, manipulation, or self-centeredness. Spirit is shining a light on those misaligned with heart-centered leadership. Okay? Spirit is shining a light on those misaligned, but with heart-centered leadership. And then the next card is the Emperor. This is a card of structure, authority, order, divine masculine energy. This card is, Spirit is telling us that amid the chaos and ego-driven behavior, the true divine masculine is needed. Wise, strong, protective, and just. This card contrasts the King of Wands reversed. Spirit is calling for grounded leadership, rooted in truth and responsibility. I was watching I don't know, little blurb on the side here. I was watching The Reluctant Traveler on Apple Plus yesterday with my husband, and Eugene Levy interviewed Prince William, and wow, the future king. Wow, is he ever divine timing? Like this, his energy, his leadership, his strong, wise, protective energy is what the world needs right now. I believe it anyways. And then the next card is the Knight of Wands. So this card is all about passion, action, and impulsiveness. So this card is saying that Spirit is saying there's a rush of inspiration or a desire to act coming through. But this energy can be inconsistent and reckless if it's not channeled properly. So there's a drive to move forward, but Spirit is saying discernment is needed. Okay? A rush of inspiration or desire to act is coming through. But the energy is, it can be inconsistent or reckless if it's not channeled properly. So Spirit is saying there's a drive to move forward, but discernment is needed. And then the next card is the King of Cups reversed. So this card is about emotional manipulation, suppression, emotional imbalance. The message here is, Spirit is saying that emotional immaturity or repressed feelings are clouding judgment. There may be trauma or emotional wounds surfacing. Some may be hiding true emotions or using them to control situations. This card, the message Spirit is saying is that emotional healing is essential. That's why we're going through all of this too, I bet. We all need some healing. And then the next card is the Death card, Scorpio energy, endings, transformation, rebirth. So this card is saying that a cycle is closing. The old self, the old ways of being, outdated beliefs, relationships, and attachments must be released. With this card, Spirit is confirming that transformation is not optional. It's necessary now. This is a shedding of the old skin. Okay, we're the collective. We're shedding our old skin, our old self, our old ways of being, our outdated beliefs, relationships, attachments. We're letting it all go now. It's massive transformation going on. But then we got the Judgment reversed. This is a card of denial, a fear of awakening, a delay in answering the call. So with this card, Spirit is saying that the collective is resisting the spiritual awakening or the call to higher purpose. There may be fear, guilt, or shame that may be holding people back. There's a delay in stepping fully into authenticity or heeding divine guidance. And then the next card is the Ten of Pentacles reversed. This card is about lack of collaboration, disharmony in community or work, unrecognized effort. So the message with this card is that there's disconnection within the collective or within work environments. People may be struggling to work together, or contributions are going unappreciated. Miscommunication and a lack of teamwork are at play here. And then the next message is the Ace of Swords. This is a card that talks about clarity, truth, new perspective, mental breakthrough. So this card, Spirit is telling you with this card that they're bringing in divine truth and mental clarity. This is the sword that cuts through illusions, lies, and confusion. A major epiphany or insight is either happening or about to. This card is saying that truth must now guide action. Truth must now guide action. And then the last card is the Lover's card reversed. This is a card about that talks about disharmony, misalignment, imbalance in love or values. So this card is saying that relationships, romantic or otherwise, are being tested. There may be separation or a lack of alignment in values and choices. Choices made from fear or attachment rather than love must be reevaluated. And then the Oracle card, the Death card. With this card, Spirit is saying death is an illusion. Spirit is emphasizing that endings are not the end. They are transitions. The loss or transformation being experienced is sacred and part of our soul's evolution. What is falling away was never meant to last forever. Learn to let go with love, grace, and gratitude. This applies to relationships, careers, identities, or belief systems. So, the overall message is Spirit is strongly urging the collective to release old cycles, relationships, roles, and patterns that no longer serve their highest good. Many are holding on out of fear, emotional attachment, or resistance to change. With the Six of Swords reversed, the Judgment reversed, and the Lovers reversed. But transformation is not only inevitable, it is divinely orchestrated. With the Death card twice, the Ace of Swords, and the Eight of Wands. There is a battle between the ego and the soul playing out on both individual and collective levels. Misuse of power and emotional manipulation are being exposed with the King of Wands and the King of Cups reversed. Spirit is asking us to move from ego-driven control into heart-centered leadership and wisdom with the Emperor and the Ace of Swords. The energy is moving fast with the Eight of Wands and the Knight of Wands, but emotional and spiritual resistance is causing friction. Those who do not release willingly may be forced to through circumstances that feel chaotic or sudden. However, truth, clarity, and divine alignment are emerging through this upheaval. This is a soul level awakening. Spirit is calling us to stop playing small, stop repeating cycles, and answer the call to step into a higher version of ourselves, even if that means walking away from familiar people, places, or paths. Okay? So the main themes in this reading are transformation, endings, and rebirth, releasing power imbalances and misaligned connections, awakening to divine truth and purpose, emotional healing and stepping into authentic leadership, and letting go of outdated systems, people, and identities. Spirit is saying you need to let go of what's no longer serving you, whether it's a relationship, a job, a belief system, or a version of yourself. You're being asked to evolve. Face the truth. Ace of Swords, even if it's painful. Okay, clarity is a gift. Stop resisting the call. Judgment reversed. Your soul is ready to level up, but fear or denial may be blocking the next step. Heal emotionally. With the King of Cups reversed, Spirit is saying heal emotionally before taking bold action. Don't suppress your emotions, transmute them. Redefine leadership. The King of Wands reversed versus the Emperor. Act from a place of integrity and service, not control. And work together with the Three of Pentacles reversed. Seek unity and collaboration over division. The last message from Spirit is, death is not the end. It is the sacred doorway to your rebirth. Let go with love and step forward with courage. You're ready. If you've come across this video and you've listened to these messages, they're for you. If you know someone that could use this or would like to receive these messages, please share this video. The collective, we're all working together on this. We're in a spiritual war right now, and we all need to help each other. But thank you for letting me channel these messages. I'm truly very grateful. Keep helping keep paying it forward. Keep doing what you can do, and Spirit will reward you. I promise you. Take good care. I'll see you next time. Bye.